What's going on, y'all? Girl, let me tell y'all the mess that's been going on. And if y'all can hear, gotta take that down. Y'all hear some stuff in the background. I'm gonna just tell you this. For this to be a barely, I ain't gonna say it's really new, because if y'all don't know, where my stuff is located, we're in an area where the old Oprah studio used to be at. You know what I'm saying? And I would never forgive myself because I never got a chance to go down here and be at the Oprah studio. I came down here one time. Was it one time or two times? I think it's one or two times. I was in the area before they shut everything down and tore the building down or whatever. Because me and my friends, we used to go to this restaurant. I don't know if y'all have one out there where y'all at, but it's called Flat Top. Oh my God, bitch. Go look up Flat Tops and y'all, baby. Ooh, that's the only like buffet type shit that I would do. You know what I'm saying? It was like little Asian infused type of stuff, you know. And when I tell you the food was it was bomb. It was bomb, baby. Listen, you know what? And speaking of food, let's just go there for a second. This is how I'm finna segue and then get back on track. Is it me, or have y'all noticed that the quality or the taste of certain foods that we probably had when we were like younger, they don't taste the same and they don't hit the same like they used to? And I'm gonna be 100% honest. I'm a Taco Bell girl, okay? I'm a Taco Bell girl. In my mind, it's a little bit healthier than all the other fast foods, you know what I'm saying? Because technically speaking, it's not that big of a portion. That's how I do it in my mind. That's how I do it in my mind, okay? Granted, it's still probably unhealthy. Most likely it is, okay? But in my mind, I was like, okay, a couple of little tacos or whatever and some little nachos and a little burrito. That's good, you know what I'm saying? That'll fill me up for the rest of the day. Honestly, these days actually don't really eat that much, okay? Because first of all, I can't hold it. Second of all, it's just an uncomfortable feeling. I don't like feeling full like that, you know. And I'll be sitting here back looking at myself and I'm like, damn, you used to do some shit back in the day and that's why your ass fat as fuck right now. But we getting on it. It's a learned habit that you gotta unlearn, you know what I'm saying? But I used to eat Taco Bell and it just don't hit the same. It don't hit the same. Like the meat don't, granted the meat probably ain't really meat. The mystery meat don't taste like it used to do back in the day, girl. It just don't. It don't hit the same. I was like, girl, I'm gonna eat it anyway, but you know, it just don't hit. Even sometimes when we go to McDonald's, it don't hit. And I haven't had McDonald's in a long time. Like I'm telling y'all, I'm trying to get my life together. I know I be on here talking about something. I'm trying to get my life together. I'm trying to get my life. No, I'm dead ass, okay? Ever since I moved, the only time that I actually like go out for eat or whatever, I buy lunch, you know. And what I've been doing lately is just buying like little sandwiches and stuff. Girl, I'm trying, taking baby steps and shit. But hey, it is what it is. At least I'm being honest. Girl, we get back to work. That's what I want to tell y'all about. What's been going on? Because I know y'all seen the video that I posted either on Twitter or on Instagram in my IG story about the lady that came up there to my job and was just doing the fucking most, okay? Oh, excuse me. So what wound up happening is this woman, older white woman, of course, and I had to say that, I have to preference that because this is what it is. She's basically a Karen, all right? And it's one of those type of situations where you want to feel bad because you can clearly tell that something is going on and she's not all the way there somehow, some way, but she's very much cognizant of the things that she's saying and doing at the same time. So we've had issues with her coming to the library multiple times before with my old branch manager, with my new branch manager. Like, you know, at one point, my new branch manager had threatened at least 2 times to call the cops on her because she just don't want to follow policy. And when I tell you, being at the library, you really don't have to do nothing. All you have to do is come as you are, you know, be respectable of everybody else, keep a little quiet. We're not so strict about, you talking or whatever into the, because we got the kids up there and they just screaming their heads off. So, it is what it is. The libraries these days aren't necessarily as quiet as y'all would think, and hell, we be talking too. So that's fine. If you have a service animal, you can come in. Other than that, and you have to have your credentials for your service animals, because sometimes people be trying to put this little ass dog is not your service animal. Okay, that turtle is not your service animal, right? It could be your emotional support animal, but it's not your service animal. Okay, listen, my branch manager get real technical with that shit, right? So this lady always comes in with her little dog. Okay, when I tell you it's just a little dog, it's not a service animal. First of all, the dog look like it's on its last leg, okay? Because when I recently saw her, because she came back in the library earlier this week. What is today? Today is Wednesday. She came back Monday, okay? She came back Monday. And I had walked past and I was looking at the dog. I literally had to stop and I was waiting for the dog to move just to see if the dog was really alive, okay? And then that's how crazy the lady is. Or I ain't gonna say crazy. That's how out there she is. So she could be one of those people that be walking around with a dead animal just to be, And the security guard was like, yeah, it's moving, it's alive. I was like, you know what? Because you saw me looking, right? Right, okay. But she came in on Friday. Every time she comes in, it's an issue with the service animal, and she knows it because it's not a service animal, or some other issue that she's doing. She's talking extremely loud, causing a problem, and then want to threaten to call or to get in contact with the library supervisor. There is no library supervisor. We have a library commissioner that's the head of all of the libraries in the city. Other than that, we have individual branch managers or whatever. But as we see, the branch manager already know the issues that we have with this lady, because she has the same issues with her as well. Like I said earlier, she threatened to call the cops on the bitch twice, okay? And so, or I should say the woman twice. She comes in and she wanted to use the computer. Go ahead and gave her a little computer pass, because in our system, you get a computer pass. You get to get on a public computer regardless of if you got a card or we get you a computer pass. You get 2 1-hour sessions a day, and that's it. So we give her this computer pass card. She gets on the computer, logs on, goes over there for a while, leaves out after she was like, I gotta go to Walgreens, or I gotta go do something or whatever. I was like, okay, fine, that ain't my business. Now, the card has 2 sessions on there. You only use one. And if you knew that you needed to go across the street, why wouldn't you go across the street to the store first and then come and log on, so we won't have no issue? And then you know that you already logged on. Why won't you keep the pass with you, right? So she comes back and she talking about she need another pass. Excuse me. So the lady that was with me, which was a sub, she automatically said no. Okay, she was like, you already had a pass. We can't give you out another pass. And she was like, well, she ain't get a chance to use it or whatever. I'm sitting here like, girl, you was already on that computer. But hey, I'm not finna say shit. I just pulled out my camera, okay, because I just knew it was about to be one. Because then the security guard, the head security guard of all of them, the supervisor, because we got a new one that was here, he was showing her the ropes. So he sees the dog and he was like, why is the dog in here? Is it a service animal? And I had to explain everything that I just said. No, this is what she do all the time. This is one of the main pain trips that we always have an issue with every single time. And my thing of it is, if you're wanting to get service from people, and people try to comfort people that, do customer service or whatever, because part of my job is customer service, because I do have to interact with the public. You can't expect us to want to fully help you out when you giving all type of negativity, all type of hateful energy to us, and just being really unruly. And that's literally what she was doing. Like, I wouldn't have had no problem just giving her another computer pass, because there really wasn't nobody up in there and we had some extras to spare. But it was just the way that she came at us so fucking with the attitude and I'm gonna call your supervisor, and I've always had problems with this branch and I just don't understand. And I'm sitting here like, well, if you always having problems and if you have this big issue, why do you keep coming back? We're not the only one up in this area. It's a few branches in this area that you can go to, but you keep coming back here starting trouble, right? And then every time we try to call her out on something and tell her, you know, you can't do this, she don't want to follow our policies. She want to argue with us about our policies, and I'm going to call the library supervisor because the last time I was on the phone for hours with him and talking about the whole thing that was going on and woo woo woo, and I'm going to tell you what the policy. How you going to tell us what our policy are? The public don't know what our policies are unless we tell them. And then you can't tell us what our internal policies are, okay? So basically, everybody been following the rules except for you, girl, you know? And so at this point, she doing all this back and forth. I'm calling the supervisor. I am so years old. I just suffered a stroke. I had stage 4 cancer. I this and I that. Every time she comes in here and when she gets into it with us, it's always, I've been sick, I've had cancer, I just had a stroke. It's a new illness each time. Keep that in mind. So if you saw the video, the security guard, I give my hats off to him, and I see why he's in charge, because he handled that shit real calm, cool, and collected. First, he was a black man, and she was just raising her voice at him and everything, and it was just a lot. It was a lot because it was a lot more that happened before and after I stopped recording. And I just said, this is fucking ridiculous, and you want people to help you, and you're acting like this. You're too old for this shit, right? So then, apparently, she came back Sunday, and she did it again, right? Now, my other coworker who wasn't there when I was there on Friday, he was working on Sunday, the hotel one or whatever. And he kind of irked me the other day because he brought up Will Smith and gonna say, I don't know what type of curse, is Jada a curse on him or something? I said, what the fuck? All these years Jada been in his life and he been having blockbuster success, and because I said, and it was just so fucking random because he asked me, did Bel Air get canceled? I said no, they're literally filming season 2 right now. And he brought up Jada, I don't know if she a curse. I said, why the fuck would she be a curse? That don't even fucking make sense. A curse, I would say some shit like that if he was having no success at all. He been having a whole bunch of success. Neither here nor there. But she looked at him and gonna say, because this is what my coworker told me. And then he confirmed it because he told me yesterday as well. He was like, why she come up to me and then gonna ask me, oh, look at your hair. Okay, what's your name? And he said, my name is so-and-so. I'm not gonna give his name out. And she said, oh, my boyfriend name is that. And he beats me all the goddamn time. And he's this. And it was just the way that she said it. Now listen, each and every time she comes up in here and she mentions her boyfriend, it's a different name as well. It is a different name as well. And I just felt some way about the fact that, you know, she gonna tell this black man with locks, tall black man with locks, that, you know, her boyfriend allegedly beats her. And he has the same names as her. And it was just, they said it was just the way that she said the shit with utter disgust. And I said, oh, at first I was thinking, was it given underlying racism or whatever, because that could be a little bit of a reach, but then again, it couldn't. But then my coworker hit me up today, because I had put up that we was having a staff meeting, hit me up today and said that the lady came up in at his location, Harold Washington, and they had to kick her out. They had to kick her out because she was in there being racist. I said, see, this is some bullshit. Mind you, she came back in the library Monday. She was there Friday, we had the issue. She came back Sunday, we had an issue. And she came back Monday when I was there. I'm about to get ready to go on my lunch. It's like literally a couple of minutes before I get ready to go on my lunch. Baby, I sat there for a few minutes because as soon as I seen her, I just knew it was gonna be some shit. She came up to me, actually, because I'm the first person at the desk, so you know that you see when you come in. And she was like, so I came up here the other day and there was some issues, and I need to call the library supervisor. And it's like, every time I come up in here, I have a problem and I need to talk to somebody. So you need to get on the phone, somebody, so I can talk to him or whatever. I was like, girl, I don't know what the issue is, but you can go talk to him, okay? I just literally put her off to the other person. He is the adult librarian. He is ahead of me. Girl, I can't answer that question. Even though I could, which would be, bitch, we ain't finna do shit. She was like, if I don't get help and people don't apologize for the way that they treat me, I'm gonna get on the email and I'm gonna email the commissioner, the library supervisor. Girl, you already told us that you got him on speed dial, right? And y'all be talking like good Judy, so go ahead and do what you gotta do. I just said, what in the world is going on? It is never, it's some dull moments, okay? But sometimes when that bitch come up in there, I'm sorry, I don't mean to call her a bitch, but she just acts like one. And I really feel like something is going on with her. But then, girl, let me tell you what she said. And she was like, and I'm hemorrhaging right now, okay? Because I've suffered a stroke, I've had cancer, and I'm hemorrhaging right now. And I took time out of my day, despite the fact that I'm hemorrhaging, to come down here and talk to and dress y'all. I said, what? That's it. The priorities is not fixed right, okay? You hemorrhaging, which means you're bleeding, probably somewhere, if allegedly, and you took time out of your hemorrhaging day instead of going to the hospital to come down here and to say that you want to write an email because you want an apology from us because you acting ass. I said, y'all got to be out y'all goddamn minds. Let me tell y'all something, girl. I don't know what happened after that because by the time I came back from lunch, she was gone. And I said, thank God, because I didn't really want to deal with her. And I didn't even ask what else happened. But at this point, I'm just getting frustrated a little bit with the job because last week, I think it was either Friday. Was it Friday? It was Friday. My last fucking day here, right? Because I had the weekend off, right? It was it was Friday. Girl. Was it Friday? No, it was early in the week. It was on a Wednesday because it was still light outside when I left. You know that the library closed at 6 o'clock on Wednesdays. Why would you come in at 5:50, go upstairs, look for books and stuff like that, and then come down when we got less than 5 minutes to close, asking for a library card to be made so that you could check those books out for yourself, your husband, your 2 kids. Then another customer, she came past and did the same damn thing. Mind you, I had gave her a card earlier. She was here way earlier than the other couple. Mind you, they know each other. Oh my God, hey, how you been? So it was like them catching up. We got 3 minutes left. Do you know I was running ragged because it was just me on the fucking desk trying to get these fucking library cards out. And looking at me like I'm crazy. I'm like, oh, hell no. Hell no. Yeah, and I had an attitude because they knew. I hate when people do that. Respect people who are in these buildings and these organizations or whatever that close at a certain time. And just because they say we close at 6 o'clock does not mean that you coming up in there at 5:59 and we supposed to help you. I don't give a fuck. Bitch, we got procedures to do to close down. We ain't trying to stay open longer for you. If you missed the cutoff time, bitch, you missed the cutoff time. It's time to get the fuck out because, baby, we got to go too. Okay? I can't stand people that do that entitled ass shit. Meanwhile, we got a security guard here. She got to go too. I'm sorry, y'all. She got to go too. Y'all know how I feel about people that just talk so goddamn much, just like that other one, the guy. It's not that she talks so much. It's that I'm doing my work. I'm on the front desk. I'm supposed to be helping the patrons. Why do you keep coming up to me and just talking? No, it's not a little attraction type situation. It's none of that because she does it with everybody that's on the desk. But since I'm the first one there, and since I'm mostly be the only one on the desk, she always comes up to me, asking to use my key card, asking about this. Girl, what you do? I'm literally helping a patron, and she come up. So what you doing for lunch? You know what you getting? You be fixing your lunch sometimes. Do you cook and all this stuff? I'm helping the patron. I'm helping the patron. Why do you need to know all this? You're not about to get none, and I'm not about to buy you none. Get out of my face. Like, girl, it got to the point today. Mind you, this is just the first half of the day. We still got 3 hours left after this. She comes up to me and she's just like asking all these questions. I'm not even looking at you. And I'm saying stuff like, and the look on my face is I'm frustrated, but why are you still talking to me? Girl, you know, when I went home, I was this and this happened, and oh, you know about this, oh, I want to cook this. Girl, I don't give a damn about that. And it's not that I just want to be mean or anything. It's just I want to do my work and I want to do it in quiet. You know, I'm not a talkative person, especially at my job. I don't want to get close to people because, yeah, I just don't. Not at my job. I don't trust people like that to get close and get in my business or whatever. But you talking and doing all this shit, it's just irritating. And I said, bitch, if I fucking fuck around and snap, y'all gonna fucking know why. And I think she about to be our permanent guard for the time being. And I don't know how I'm gonna deal with it, y'all. I don't know how I'm gonna deal with it. But y'all, I just had to come on here and vent and tell y'all what's been going on at work lately. I said, this lady, now if this bitch come up in this job before I go on, girl, I got a feeling she might be back. She might be back. I'm telling you, it's a mess. But anyway, y'all, tell me how y'all been. And I'll see y'all later. Peace.